Okay, so there's a police car behind me while I was messing with this camera. Made me a little nervous. Okay. So what I'm doing today, I'm doing the vlog right now. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize in advance. This video is gonna be a little bit scattered because my thoughts are just gonna ramble. It's not gonna be very organized. Okay, what I'm gonna do, a little summary of what I'm gonna do. I'm headed to Klondike State Park. I'm gonna go up on a high hill and just test these out. I'm just gonna try to hit some repeaters. The repeaters are really far away. This is a Yaesu VX7R or something like that, and then the Baofeng. I need to pay attention. There's trucks everywhere. So I'm gonna go up there on this high hill and take some. I got some get some nice video. I'm going to try to hit some repeaters from up there. I don't think I'll be successful. I have a little portable weather station that has it's an anemometer and several other things. I'm going to test it up there on that hill too. Get some video, and I'm going to check out the park because I'm going to be camping there. I'm going to check out the campsite, and they also have these little cabins you can rent. The cabins have no electricity in them at all. You're not even supposed to have a space heater or something in it. So I'm going to check out the cabins. They're $65 a night. I think I'm going to rent one for my whole family, and whoever wants to stay. My wife can go back if she doesn't want to stay. So I'm going to rent a cabin. I'm going to show that cabin to you and show you the campsite, and we'll take some nice scenery because you can see for like 100 miles across there's a bluff with the Missouri River, and you can see all the way across. All right, I just passed that police car speeding. Okay, so what I have right here, this camera now is a brand new camera. This is a dash cam. I got this for two big reasons. Number one, I drive a lot, and this is for safety. I don't know if you know it, but in Russia, like, everybody has these cameras because there's lots of accidents there and hit and run and stuff like that. So this camera is the Van True something or other. By the way, everything I mentioned in this video is going. The links will be in the description. Okay. I need to pay attention, man, because look, I'm supposed to get off here. All right, I got a long drive. All right, so this camera is a front and back camera, and I don't know how I'm going to mix it later, but maybe you can see me drive where I'm going, and I can look at the road, so I don't have to hold the camera or anything. Both hands on the wheel. All right, number one for safety. There is an option if you hook it up to power that this dash cam, it will, if you are parked, it will detect motion and it will turn on, so it will record. I've had people go through my car before and take all the change. So if I'd had that, I would have a video of them. Right now I just have it strung up in kind of a haphazard way because I just got the camera. All right, and number two, I got this camera for storm chasing. And anything interesting that happens on the road, I want a video of it because I'm going to put it on YouTube. Everything goes on YouTube. I was driving once back from Illinois, from Chicago to St. Louis, and a meteor hit, and it looked like a bolt of lightning. It was like a crackle. And then I could be wrong, but I swear I could have felt dust hit the car, like shh. It was crazy. It was like lightning bolt, but it was a meteorite. There was not a storm cloud in the sky. All right, but this is going to be used for storm chasing in case something is happening in front of me. I want to get video of it, and I don't have to worry about the camera. So what this dash cam does is it plays all the time in a loop. So it'll go all the way through your card, anywhere from 6 to 10 hours, depending on how big your card is, and then it will start over. And if an event happens, you hit the little P button right there, and it will lock it down, and it will not erase that file. So if something happens and I want to save what just happened, I hit the P. I think it's P. You hit the P button and it will lock them. Otherwise, it'll just write over itself after like 6 or 8 hours. All right, I'm gonna let this guy go. He's really aggressive right here. All right, I'm doing the vlog, and we're gonna go out and take some video. So yesterday, my weekends are when I can go out and do ham radio. And what happened yesterday? It rained all day, and today it's clear. But if you look at a weather map of today of the United States, this giant cold front came all the way down. You could just see this huge line of storms. They went from like west to east, all the way across, all the way down to Florida. Almost, I even looked at the weather in Austin, Texas. It's like in the 40s there too. Usually it's never been like that. So if you don't know, we're thinking about moving to Austin. We're very, very serious about it because I want to get where it's warmer. I know it gets extremely hot there, but it gets extremely hot here too. So the winters there are a lot more mild. Basically, ever since the mid-November, it's been unlivable outside. So we've had 4.5 months of just basically, we can't go outside, and I can't stand that. I like to go outside. So we're looking for warmer temperatures. Also, Austin is up and coming with IT industry. There's lots of big companies there. There's lots of, I should be able to make more money there in an up and coming area. We found out that our house is worth a lot more. It's gone up, it's shocking them out. We found out that there's not a single house for sale in our neighborhood. So we're getting all these letters in the mail asking us to sell our house for a lot more than what we paid for it. Of course, the realtor fees will probably screw that up, but so it's a nice sunny day. It's a lot colder than it looks. It's still in the 40s. That's why I'm not doing ham radio today. I'm just gonna do a little bit of, hitting repeaters just to see if I can, kind of a test. I wish I had a better antenna than this, but I don't. And of course I'm testing out this new weather station. So this anemometer, let me open it up. So this is the anemometer, and it does a lot more. Wind, relative humidity, dew point, and all that stuff. Even wind direction and compass. It does a lot of stuff, but I got it mostly for the wind and storm chasing and weather reporting. I'm going to start taking notes of the weather and watching it a lot closer. You know what's cool about doing the weather stuff is that, I'm at work all day and I work and I'm just going to go take a break. And so every day I walk outside and I just kind of forget everything and just read the clouds. It's nice to just kind of have something to think about, like always kind of just think about the weather, what's happening right now. Also I was kind of the same way with astronomy, like what's going on right now, what planets are around, what's going on, how's the sunspot cycle doing, all that kind of stuff. It's all kind of related, but it's really kind of fun to have something to do, when you're on break. And I just take a walk, I walk outside and just start reading the clouds. Now that being said, I've mentioned this book several times, and I'm going to put a picture here. There's a link in the description. This book is amazing. It's really, really good. If you want to get started in reading the clouds, I recommend this book. I've been reading it like over and over. I haven't finished it completely. I've read like the first 3 chapters like 3 times. I just start over until I feel like I really learned it, because there's a lot of terminology and stuff to learn, and I don't learn that fast. I learn kind of slow. Anyway, that book is very, very good at getting you started at reading the clouds and identifying the cloud structures and what to expect when you see certain patterns. And right now I happen to know that these are just cumulus clouds, and there's a high pressure system here, and it's going to be cold for a while. I bet it's cold by you, by the way. It's cold everywhere in the US. But just kind of get a reading of the clouds. But it tells you, when you see this, expect this, and here's why. When you see this, expect this, and here's why. And so I don't have it memorized yet, but I have a pretty good idea in understanding what happens. And I found a very, very, very good storm chasing video. It's not really storm chasing. It's about the life cycle of a storm and how to recognize the dangerous parts of a storm, including what they call the bear cage. Really good video. I'm going to link to it in the description. If you're interested in storms and storm chasing and identifying tornadoes, it is really, 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 really good. There's something in the tornado he calls it a ghost trail. He named it that himself. What happens is when the tornado's going, and it might be going away from you, and that's fine. But when the tornado is going, it's sucking in this line of air. And you can see it sucking. You can see he has a video of it. It looks like a misty train. What he says, though, is that line of air is going 100 miles an hour. 100 miles an hour. He says he's had friends that have had their windows blown out of the back. And I totally believe it. So you think about the tornado just being the dangerous part of a storm, right? But there's more to it. There's also a trailing winds can suck things in really quickly. And also, tornadoes can spin up all around. But anyway, watch the video if you're interested in tornadoes and identification. This video is amazing. I I've watched this video like 3 times, and it's like 45 minutes long or something. It's really good. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're going to Klondike Park, which I mentioned, but these roads to get there in the Ozark Hills are really like curvy and all. So if you want to watch me drive while I'm going down here, it's pretty crazy how curvy these roads are.
All right. So this state park has primitive campsites. I actually already reserved one. Hopefully it's kind of secluded. Hopefully it's secluded. 23, that one says. I don't know which one I got. I got one on the very end. But, I mean, that looks good, like, right? It's perfect. I can throw my antenna up in that tree and just hope other people aren't here because we'd be nice and cozy. That's cool. See, just on the other side of those rocks is the river and the Katy Trail. To get your own, this is what you get for, it's like $10, $11 with tax. You get a reserved spot like that, which is pretty cool. There's a nice little area. It's about 45 degrees right now. And we will check that out with the weather thing later. But I think I rented this spot right here, which will work. There's those little cabins I was talking about. You can rent them for $65 a night. If you wait too long though, they get booked up pretty quick. Basically, they don't allow heaters in there or any heat or something like that. It says reserved. I'm gonna take a look inside. So you get a little fireplace, table, and cabin. There might be someone in there, I don't know. Looks like they have electricity though. This one is C. Yeah, so that's why I kind of came here today, is to kind of pick out one of these cabins to rent for the night. You got to bring your own firewood, of course. Stay here and do some ham radio. Like fun, right? You figure out why I decided on that one? Less stuff to carry. It's right there. All the others are way up on the hill. That's where you'd park. I would probably pick this one, assuming it's open on the weekend I want it. It's got a nice little porch, and that'd be perfect. Operate radio right there. Perfect. So, if you're curious, the way you get a campsite here is first of all, you should register online and reserve it. But if not, you get an envelope there, put the money in, you deposit it there, you pull off the tab, and you put it in your car, and then they know that it's you. I was wondering how that worked, if the spot is available and not reserved, but it's better just to reserve it online, which I already did. I just found some more secluded tent campsites. Back here, I should have chose one of these. Oh man, I should have picked this site. 20 reserved. This is cool, look at that. That'd be a great place to camp. Big old rock wall. Throw your antenna up there. Man, I gotta remember this. 20. No wind either. Oh, I'm so coming back here. Perfect place to camp, right? Now that rock wall there might interfere with your antenna, I don't know. But right here, I don't see a fire pit though. Where did the fire go? Yeah, I could see me camping here. Oh, there's a fire pit. Man, I should have picked this spot. So I just hiked up from down there. That blue car is my car. I'm out of breath. Okay, so this is my new little portable weather station, and what we've got is wind speed. Feels a little, it's cold wind right now. Wind speed, current wind speed, max wind speed, average, compass. It's saying that's north, but I don't know if I believe that. Temperature 57.5. You can go down to Celsius if you want. Wind chill 47, 44. Humidity pretty low. Wet bulb dew point 19.1. It's pretty dry, isn't it? Comfort index not comfortable. Delta T, not sure what that is. There's the wind speed again. Current wind speed. Kind of needs to be facing the wind. It's a turkey buzzard right there. Alright, the last thing I want to do is try to hit some repeaters. I'm going to first try with my Yaesu. And I'm just going to go through all my memory and just see if I can hit any. I am really far away from repeaters, probably 40 miles away. This is not happening though. Let's give it a try. If I happen to have one program that's around here, which is Augusta, I don't think I do, because I'm so far away I wouldn't have programmed that in here, but we'll find out. Dude, I hit a repeater. November 9, Yankee Oscar listening, monitoring for signal report, please. .330. I'm curious where that is. November 9, Yankee Oscar, listening, monitoring. Would like a signal report, please. Two meters. Well, I'm hitting it. That's interesting. Let's try another. Good listening. N9YO listening. N9YO listening. Now I'm going to try the Baofeng. It may have different memories in it. I don't know.
120.
N9YO listening.
2.
N9YO listening. I think this one's in St. Louis. November 9, Yankee Oscar listening, monitoring, and the signal report, please.
This is the KO08 repeater. Good afternoon. The time is 12:58 p.m.
I can't believe I can hit. I'm way out here, man. But on a tall ridge like this, I don't know. N9YO listening, monitoring, signal report, please. I am in Klondike Park. Come on. Let's keep trying. And I was able to hit it on both radios. I think either one or two. I'll have to review the video, but anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. I've got a long trek back, and I'm going home. See you later.